Hey, what's going on? You know who it is. You know what it is. It's your boy Town Biz. All right, man, check this out. All right, so, well, I'm trying to figure out what's going on with these two because this seemed to be or been going on for, a few years now. You know, I'm not finna speculate what's going on. I'm not finna sit up there and say they don't like each other. I don't know what's going on, but then they have seemed to be some kind of uh, dialogue and some kind of tension between these two. Now, if you go back to history, you know, they've been talking about this whole Crawford Spence thing for years. And Floyd has spoke on the idea of Terrence Crawford versus Errol Spence for years. You done heard different things, but Floyd recently made a comment when you was hearing rumors about this fight is closer than ever than happening. Like I said, I'm back and forth with people. I'm just getting different reports, different texts from what's going on and stuff. So, I'm just keeping everything and playing everything by ear. Like I say, when I know something, y'all gonna know something. I'm telling y'all what I'm hearing, the news that I'm getting. So when y'all get the news from me, this is either recent or just stuff that's been going on. I have a lot of different sources. So, apparently, when it was being talked about that this fight is being very close to getting finalized, they have a date set. Apparently, possibly the first week of October, if not October, sometime in October, maybe early November. But I have people that look and see what's available in October at the many arenas that Las Vegas have. And its space is open but limited. So you have to wonder, well, that might be a rumor. All right, so with that being said, Floyd recently spoke and said, hey, fight hype, don't print this. This is not true. That there's no deal in place. Now, like I said, I didn't heard back and forth things about what's going on from people involved with the camps to people that's involved that work personally for the PBC. So, it's a back and forth thing. But, Errol Spence sent a message to Floyd about basically the only person that's in charge of his career, Al Heyman. Now, I remember a few years ago, they asked Floyd what's his thought on Crawford versus Spence, and Floyd said, we not ready to make that fight. Now, Floyd has basically endorsed Terrence Crawford. He believes that if the fight happens, that he believes that Terrence Crawford will be victorious. Now, of course, a lot of the people that's basically talking about what Errol Spence supposed to have said for Floyd is a bunch of fanboys and apologists for Errol Spence. So anytime somebody remotely speak towards Errol Spence, they gonna, get upset like, the person is talking directly to them. But, that's them. But, Floyd said, well, we're not ready to make that fight yet. So then a few days later, Errol Spence basically did an interview on Trill Talk, if I'm not mistaken. And he basically said, hey, I ain't getting no check from Floyd. What do Floyd know about what's going on with me? So, that was something that Spence replied to. So now you have this new thing with him basically sending us subliminal towards Floyd. I don't know what it is with Floyd and Errol Spence, but obviously it is a little bit of tension between these two guys. There's something going on. Now, how severe it is, that remains to be seen. Now, we all know, well, I ain't gonna say we all know because nobody's seen it. We all hear about this sparring session that happened between Errol Spence and Floyd Mayweather, and we hear different versions about what happened. There's people saying, Errol Spence worked Floyd, then Floyd ended up kicking him out and calling him back. Then you heard that they sparred 2 times, and then Floyd, got the best of him, or in the second sparring session. So you just hear different stories now. The Errol Spence extremists gonna make it look like this was the greatest thing that they ever saw, which nobody saw it because they haven't posted any footage of what really happened in the sparring session. So it is what it is. I don't know what happened, but apparently something might have happened. Now keep in mind, when it comes to Floyd and sparring, Floyd was kind of one of the persons that sort of like initiated this whole "you can't film me" sparring stuff, because of what allegedly supposed to have happened with Floyd in the sparring session with some white fighter or something, saying that this dude posted he got the best of Floyd and he didn't like it. Then you had heard about Zab Zuda stopping Floyd in sparring. And then you heard about, then they said, Lamont Peterson broke one of Floyd's ribs in sparring, and that's why the Marquez fight got pushed back. So you just hear different things. At the end of the day, we saw no footage. So we just don't know, and all we do is speculate. But, like I say, fanboys going to enhance everything to the fullest. So I don't know what's going on between these two, but who knows? Maybe they need to talk or something, have lunch or something, see can they fix this situation. So that's just my take on the situation. It's your boy Tam Biz, man. I'm out.